Hello, hello, hello. Happy Monday, February the 3rd. Before you know it, it'll be Valentine's Day. Bleh. That's just my thoughts of Valentine's Day. It is what it is. It's a day. To me, it's just another day for somebody to try to scam you. Absolutely. Somebody can try to scam you on Valentine's Day. Absolutely. Because Valentine's Day is a day that we all wish we could be love bombed. But who needs it? Who needs love bombing? Love bomb yourself. Isn't that what we should be doing? Love bomb ourselves? Because nobody loves you more than yourself. That's the way it's supposed to be. You're supposed to love yourself. And if you don't love yourself, you need to start doing it. All right, so we're going to talk today. I found a cool article that I think will be helpful to everybody. 20 essential things to start doing for your happiness and peace of mind today by Marc and Angel. They have lots of good books out there. Okay. So, Marc says 30 things to start doing for yourself. The positive daily guide that will keep you on track. But we're just going to talk about 20 of those things today, I believe. Patience isn't about waiting. It's the ability to keep a good attitude while working hard for what you believe in. Absolutely. And that can be a difficult thing to do. But we try as we might. As you move through the days and weeks ahead, remind yourself that it takes roughly 66 days to form a habit on average. So for the next 9.5 weeks, there's a movie about that. Consciously leverage the actionable reminders below to look at the brighter side of your life. And you will gradually rewire your brain. Start steadying yourself with simple rituals. And I've started doing that. First thing I do in the morning is I brush my teeth. I read my wall. I have written on my wall. Let's see if I have it written down here. I thought I wrote them on a notepad. Yes. I am grateful for the new day. I embrace impermanence. I cultivate compassion for myself and for others. I walk the path of wisdom. I am at peace with myself. And eventually, that's all going to sink in here. And my days will be brighter. When life feels like an emotional roller coaster, like my last weekend, steady yourself with simple rituals. Make the bed, water the plants, rinse off your own bowl and spoon, Simplicity attracts calmness and wisdom. And I have found that if I'm upset in the mornings for whatever reason, if I empty the dishwasher and load it back up before I start much of anything else, then I'm okay. Start filtering out the noise in your life. Be careful about who you give the microphone and stage 2 in your life. Don't just listen to the loudest voice every day. Listen to the truest one. Start choosing differently for your own well-being. That's what I need to do. A big part of your life is a result of the little choices you make every day. If you don't like some part of your life, it's time to start tweaking things and making better choices in the days and weeks ahead. Start being a little more productive than you are busy. There is a big difference between being busy and being productive. If you're going to put in some work between now and the end of the year, don't confuse motion and progress. A rocking horse keeps moving but never makes a forward progress. In other words, start dedicating time every day to meaningful progress. Absolutely. If you only have 15 minutes to spare, no problem. Make those 15 minutes meaningful. Focus on the small daily steps for the rest of the year. Even when the struggle is real, remind yourself that it almost always feels better to be exhausted from taking a small step forward than it does to be tired of doing absolutely nothing. Start moving towards things, not away from them. The best way to move away from something negative is to move towards something positive, absolutely. Start doing what's right, even if it's not the easiest option. Like taking my dog for a walk first thing in the morning after doing my journaling. I should do that. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. Just because it's easy doesn't mean it's worth your while. Do what's right, not what's easiest right now. It's a less stressful way to live in the long run. Start comparing yourself to yourself and nobody else. Forget what others have, where they are. You're not walking in their shoes. You'll never comfortably walk in your own if you keep comparing yourself to others. So focus on what's best for you and your unique circumstances. What do you need to do next for your own priorities and objectives? Do it. You won't be distracted by comparison if you captivate with purpose. Start being more tolerant of those who see things differently. And that's what I need to do. I need to be more tolerant of my son because he does see things differently. And he sees things more openly. Engage with people, including those who think differently. Ask questions. Listen closely. Remember that the way we treat people we disagree with is the best evidence of what we have truly learned about love, respect, and kindness. Start letting grace have the last word. We only really lose the little arguments our pride insists on winning when it's more important to win the little arguments than love people. We need to start all over again with our faith, grace, and priorities. Start giving without expectations. I always give without expectations. I don't expect anything from anybody. If I give somebody something, I give it to them. That's theirs. You will end up very disappointed if you expect people to always do for you as you do for them. Not everyone has the same heart, values, and priorities as you. Keep yourself centered. The fact that you can plant a seed and it becomes a flower, share a bit of knowledge and it becomes another, smile at someone and give them hope, is proof that generosity works wonders behind the scenes. So, start being the difference you want to see in the world. Be the change. What you give to another person is real. What you give to yourself. Let me read that again. It didn't make sense. I didn't read it right. What you give to another person is really what you give to yourself. So if you give another person kindness, you're giving yourself kindness. When you treat others with love, you learn that you're lovable too. So keep doing your thing today with as much kindness and humility and honesty as possible. Do what you do, not for repayment or an applause, but because it's what's right. Forget about popularity and focus on goodness and sincerity today. Start being more present. Gadgets are great, but they can get in the way if you aren't careful. Control them so they don't control you. Put down the phone when you're socializing. Don't avoid eye contact. Don't hide behind a screen. Be present. Ask about people's stories. Listen. Engage. Start letting your actions speak to those you love. Put first things first on the daily. Our closest relationships are vital to our overall peace and happiness. And as we tell those we love that we love them, we must never forget that the highest compliment is not to utter words, but to live by them. Start finding more gratitude. The secret to being grateful is no secret. You choose to be grateful. When you forget, begin again. Start complaining less. I try to do that every day. I don't like complaining. Practice replacing the phrase I have to with I get to whenever you catch yourself starting to complain. So many activities we complain about are things others wish they had the chance to do. Start opening up to new experiences and opportunities. Don't let not knowing how it'll end keep you from beginning again. Right now, if we allow it to, uncertainty chases us out into the open, where life's true magic is waiting. Go somewhere new, and countless opportunities suddenly appear. Do something differently, and all sorts of great new possibilities spring up. Keep an open mind and have fun with life in the days and weeks ahead. Start letting life's little frustrations go. That's the hardest thing for me, is letting those frustrations go. Oh. Don't let the silly little dramas of each day get you down. Joy starts on the inside. Practice focusing on what really matters and letting go of what does not. Use your frustrations to motivate you rather than annoy you. You are in control of your focus and how you choose to allocate your energy. Start embracing the lessons life is teaching you. And boy, life has been teaching me some lessons lately. I just don't know. Remember, you are a work in progress. Yes. Progress is hard, which means you get there a little at a time, not all at once. Truly, everything that happens helps you grow. Oftentimes, difficult experiences teach us priceless life lessons we don't think we need to know. If you're having some problems, that's not a bad thing. We all have problems. That means you're attempting things, taking steps, and making progress. The only people with no problems are the ones doing absolutely nothing. Start focusing more on what you can control. Don't force things. Give things your best shot, then let them be. If it's meant to be, it will be. Don't hold yourself down with things you can't control. Remember, no book is just one chapter. No chapter tells the whole story. No mistake defines who we are. Keep turning the pages that need to be turned. Now it's your turn. Yes, it's your turn for the rest of the year. I sincerely hope you will make the best of it all, that you will dream boldly and dangerously, that you will leverage the reminders to create something that didn't exist before you took action, that you will love and be loved in return, and that you will find the strength to accept and grow from the outcomes you can't change. And most importantly, because I think there should be more kindness and wisdom in this crazy world, that you will, and when you must, be wise with your decisions, and that you will be extra kind to yourself and others. And before you go, which one of the points resonated the most today? Work on those. Do what's best for you. Remember, kindness and compassion are free to give. Doesn't cost you anything to give love, kindness, compassion, gratitude. It's all easy. It's all free. It does not cost you a single penny. It will actually be very uplifting for you if you do it correctly. And isn't that what we all want? Is uplifting and kindness. And feeling good at the end of the day that you did something that maybe helped another person that was struggling. Maybe you said hello to somebody that was having a bad day. One thing that I've always tried to do in my life, and I know I'm not perfect in any sort of the imagination, but I remember a job I had, and I couldn't couldn't figure out why. But I always, when I would go down to the cafeteria or walk through the building, always had a smile on my face. And always said, hello, good morning, good afternoon, how you doing? People would look at me like, what does she want from me? I want nothing. Nothing but a smile. Nothing but a hello. Nothing but what I give you. Kindness, gratitude, generosity. That's it. That's all I want in return. If I say something nice to somebody, that's all I want in return. I just want the kindness brought back to me. That's it. Nothing tangible. Nothing you can feel. I just want kindness. I want compassion. Like I said, if I smile, nod, say hello, how you doing? How difficult is it for another person to reciprocate? These people in Maryland, in the D.C. area, they didn't. They didn't get it. So I am so glad to be back in the middle of the country where people are kind to one another. Yeah, we got some real douchebags around here too. But for the most part, people are very kind, very considerate. And if you smile and say, hey, how you doing? They reciprocate. They'll say, hey, how you doing? Having a good day. And that's all any of us want or need. To have a good day is for somebody to acknowledge us. So if I acknowledge you, I need you to acknowledge me. And we can do that. So what I want you to do is try this today. When you're out and about and you see somebody that kind of head hanging down, or just anybody, just say hello. Just say hello to them. Let them know that they're seen. That's all people want. They just want to be seen, acknowledged. How hard is it to do that? I do it every day, and you should be able to do it too. Now that the weather's going to be getting nicer, ladies, can we stop? Can we not pull out the hoochie mama clothes? Can we leave those in the closet for when you're going partying? If you're going to go party, go ahead. Go ahead. Use your kindness. Be kind to people. It doesn't hurt you. It really doesn't. There's absolutely nothing that will harm you if you are kind to another person. If you're kind to another person, you'll get it back. Because I love being kind to people. I love walking through Walmart and saying hi. But hey, young ladies, when you're walking through Walmart, don't look at those hoochie mama clothes. I'm not saying to look at the granny clothes, but look at the respectable clothes. You don't need the hoochie mama clothes. You don't need to wear the hoochie mama clothes to school, because nobody wants that. Nobody wants to see a hoochie mama in the 10th grade, 11th grade, not even a senior. Nobody needs to see that in school. That can be seen on the weekends when you go to do your parties, whatever. But I bet if your mommies and daddies saw you leaving the house in what I see some of you wear, they would not be happy about it. So respect yourself, ladies, young ladies, all ladies. Show respect for yourself. Because if you don't respect yourself, nobody else is going to respect you. Okay? Can you do that for me? And be sure when you end this session, please be sure to like, comment, and share. Share with a friend that might be having problems. That's a part of compassion, kindness. And it feels so good. So do that for me. Peace, love. Talk to you tomorrow.